Like right now, my brother Lindiana's kitchen, the food over there is amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's
amazing. It's
you
vegan.
just put it back on my mind. Is he? I got a meeting after this.
Oh, but you gotta get over there because it sells out every day. You think a motherfucker like the food tastes bad, but I'm still gonna eat it? No, the food is amazing. So he's got lines down the block. He sells out every single day. You can look up Lindiana's Vegan, Lindiana's Southern Vegan Kitchen, Lindiana's. You can look up all.
Traveling to Houston.
Look it up.
I want to go see what he talking about today.
So what I'm saying though, with that though, the point I'm getting at is that for us, take time to analyze. I just want to go review these pillars once again, say them again. So if you want to take notes on these, I'm going to say them again so you can take notes on them. The first one is energy.
Yeah.
If you don't have energy to do shit, you're lazy, you're sitting at the house, nothing's going to happen. So without that pillar, nothing moves.
Yeah.
Second one is economy. Not just economy making money, but balancing all things in life, whether it's your social life. I've had to working on that right now as we speak. Mm-hmm. Balance when it comes to like your dress, your work, how you eat. They talk about how you eat, like not eating too much, not eating too little. Yeah. All these things are important. Economy. So the economy of your life. Yeah. Not just how much money I make, but that's a part of it. That's one of the 7 things they talk about. And this book is free in the public domain, by the way, if y'all want to read it. They got a free audiobook version of it, just to let you know. Yeah. The next pillar is integrity. You should do all your business dealings with integrity. Don't fuck people over. Yeah. Because the reason... You shouldn't do it. I mean, the reason that we got a lot of people who fuck with us is because we conduct ourselves with integrity. That's why
I hold myself accountable for integrity because I talk a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't do what I say I'm gonna do, if I don't push through or follow through, I lose that ability, and that's what I believe that drives me. I wake up in the morning and talk shit to myself, but it's because I can. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that drives me. So it's like, yo, you gotta have that. You gotta have that.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's the biggest thing that a lot of people miss is like they come into the shit trying to be scammy and do fucking fucked up deals and shit like that. And if you just did the shit right, you would build a true customer, not a person who buys from you. That's the difference to me. A customer is somebody who's like, I'm spending with you. Yeah. When you put something out, I'm spending. Yeah. They're your customer, but that's a relationship. That's not a subordinate position. When you earn a customer, that's a lot, and you should take care of them. They like your family. They fuck with you. Yeah. I think it's always beautiful.
They trust you with their money.
That's what I'm saying. And when you got integrity and they feel good, like, this is my purchase. Like I feel good that I purchased with them. I'm supporting. I'm doing all this type of shit, but I get what I want to. Yeah. Like, think about it like this.
I got exactly what I need.
You could date somebody that looks good, but wouldn't you like that person to have an amazing personality too? Yeah. You're getting it all rolled into one. So that's what integrity is. Like, have the integrity to do right by people. And if you do right by people, fuck what the world is doing. Does it resonate with your soul? Are you doing right by another person? And I swear, that'll take your business up fast. Systems. Oh, my God. Build your shit with systems. The basic premise of systems, we talk about that in How to Start Business in 30 Days. We talk about how to build systems in there. Yeah. But the basic premise of systems is basically this. You're basically putting stuff down on paper, like a step-by-step of how everything works in your business so another person can repeat it. Not only does this guarantee that you can scale, but quality. I know it can be made the same way every time. If I have a recipe, what does that mean when I learn how to follow the recipe perfectly? That I can make the same food another person makes.
Exactly.
Same thing with your business. This is like your recipes for how everything operates. Yep. If the fucking doors are supposed to open a certain way, then you can leave your business and be halfway across the fucking world and your shit right. Yeah. Or you can automate your shit and outsource your tasks to other people and get that shit done. All this shit is a possibility once you build with systems. And remember that analogy I told you. All this language we're using, all these words, how we're expressing these ideas, is based on a system with 26 characters.
Yeah. That's it.
Jesus. Every rap song, every poem, everything you ever heard is based on 26 characters.
That's mind-blowing when you think about it.
Wow. Wow. The next one, sincerity. Yeah. Always be authentic. The reason we create Mama's House and Penthouse is to be authentic to ourselves. And this is something you've always been on me about. It's like, bring that P out. Yeah. Bring him out.
Yeah, man. Like, the reality, this is what I know, man. Like, I hop on here. I say shit that I know people don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is, either you're going to fuck with me or you're not, man. And that's my whole swag. That's what I make it my oath to put that energy out on social media, because that's just what it is. Either you're rocking or you're not. Because if you're not rocking in the first place, you wasn't gonna rock anyway.
Yeah.
If you already made your decision that you don't rock with people like me, then the reality is you wasn't gonna rock regardless. So to hell with you anyway. You know what I'm saying?
To hell with.
I'm gonna just do what I can do every day, all day, and I'm gonna just put my best foot forward.
That's just where I'm at in life.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just do what I can, and whoever's coming with me, let's get it going. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is? I just realized you really can't please people. If a person has made up their mind, just like we was talking about the political shit, if a person has made up their mind that this person's a racist or they hate this person or they don't need any more nigga mayors, I already got nigga big shots. Like, if you listen to that clip and you're like, I made my decision up. Ain't nothing I can do.
Yeah.
If you listen to this and form your opinions about me, it's nothing I can do.
Yeah. And think about that, though.
You want to believe that. So,
and think about how much time you would waste addressing each person.
That's what I'm saying. So for me to be like, let me adjust.
Think about that. That would literally take all day. It's like, okay, so this person on sophomore had a problem with this. Let me go address this.
And then he didn't like how I said those words.
Okay, so I'm gonna
let me drop a video to retract that statement.
Yeah.
Oh, I just dropped that video. Somebody didn't like that I apologize. So let me drop another video.
Yeah. No, can't do it. The best thing to do is to not give a fuck.
Sincerity. This is who I am.
Properly distribute your fucks.
Properly.
That's all I say.
Like I say, man, I feel like you should try to raise your consciousness to a point where you don't have the fucking hatred and shit for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I always think about it this way. I can act a certain way because I don't desire to do certain things. I don't desire to rob people.
Yeah.
I don't hate people. So I'm not going to say some outrageous shit like, I hate all the such and suches. Like, I'm just not going to say no shit like that. That's not a thing that crosses my mind. I'm too busy out here building shit and running it up. I don't give a fuck.
About it. Yeah, come on.
You walk up, you look like this, and you pay me money, I'm going to give you some good service. I'm going to run it up. And I'm going to be able to do the good things I want to do in my communities and with my people with that money.
And we
fuck all that other shit, bro.
Yeah, come on.
Really.
To be honest.
The next thing, so since sympathy.
Yeah.
I think he was talking about empathy. You can read the book.
Empathy.
Empathy. But just try to put yourself in other people's shoes for one.
Bro, first thing you should do, as a matter of fact, this is not something that should be taken.
Non-negotiable.
This is non-negotiable. This is something that you immediately have to do straight up after you leave here. If you don't take nothing else from this podcast, you got to take this one. This is the one. From here on out, every time your blood gets boiled up, I want you to do me a favor and I want you to do yourself a favor. Because if you keep letting your blood get boiled up, you're going to waste so much time, you're going to forget about what's the original purpose of you coming back here in the first place. You got to build some shit, you got to get some shit done. But listen, bro, my mind just blew up. It literally just blew up, P. I don't even know what the fuck. It just blew. You have to take that serious. You cannot skip over this pillar, like for real, for real. This is the pillar that you have to get. You need to make sure that you put yourself in other people's shoes. Like, honestly, that's what you have to do. Next time your blood gets boiled up, put yourself in that person's shoes and you say, listen, I just need to understand why this person did this to me. Because one of the things that you say that I really love is like, I can't remember what book you quoted, but it's basically like, man, I can't remember the book, bro.
What's the gist of it, though? What you know the quote?
The quote is slipping me right now, but man, he gave a great example, and it really tied into what I was just thinking about. But just the moral of the story is, guys, understand this: if you can't put yourself in other people's shoes, it's going to be a disconnect at all points. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be the emotions between you and the person that you're dealing with it's gonna always be off balance. So stuff is just always gonna go downhill, and it's just gonna be this everlasting thing of just pummeling. It's just gonna be annoying, and you won't understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But that's why it's so important to just keep that pillar. You know what I'm saying? And hold that one tight. Like, you can't skip that one. Non-negotiable.
Impartiality. And I think of this as looking at every situation and being able to assess it and not get your emotional bias on it.
Yeah.
All right. Now, if it's your family member, of course you're gonna have emotional bias. But I'm saying, look at the world. Look at all this shit that's going on. This is a prime opportunity. Have you really thought about what's going on? Have you really sat back and said, well, let me look a little bit deeper into this situation to see if I believe what I believe?
Yeah.
Impartiality just says that you're not approaching it with bias. I told you I don't approach the world with bias. I've seen too much.
Yeah.
I've peeked behind the curtains.
Yeah.
I know what editing does.
I peeked behind.
When you seen some of the shit you can do with editing, you trust me, you be feeling like I am. I seen them change I don't know if you remember a long time ago, Bill Clinton, when he got some, he had, I was going to say it crude. He got some head from Monica Lewinsky. Fuck, I don't know how else to say it. Yeah. That's the quickest way to get there. Authenticity, right? But, so Monica Lewinsky, they had a post where he said, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. It's like,
that was all over LimeWire.
Before memes was memes, that was like a meme.
Yeah, that was all over LimeWire when you would download a book or something.
In one of the books, they had a test file, and they showed you how to edit it to make it sound like I had sexual relations with that woman. Yeah. And if you cut the phonetic words up correctly, you could actually take one piece and put it here and make the sound like he said it.
Wow.
So when you see shit like that, you say to yourself,
oh, it's some crazy shit.
Like, what the fuck is real?
Yeah, what is real, especially if it's edited? I'm confused.
So what I'm saying is approach the world with impartiality. There's people who have biases, whether it's news companies, whether it's your friends and families, they have their own biases, and they're going to try to shift you to their side. Because a lot of times we need other people to believe what we believe in order for us to feel good about it. I'm telling you, you don't got to believe what I believe. You could fact check everything I say. Yeah. And you should. But what I am telling you is that's impartiality. If you fuck with me and if you fuck with me and D and you found out you fuck with us because you like what we stand for, our values, you shouldn't feel bad about that because you came to that decision on your own. Yeah. Nobody led you there and said, hey, you should fuck with them because. And he's like, I know I fuck with them because boom, boom, boom. You can name your own reasons. That's how I know. That's how I always know. When a person can name their own reasons for fucking with something, then I fuck with them. But when they're reading back all the fucking bullet points that have been said about this person or some emotional shit, like, I heard he's out there messing with all the women. That's why I don't fuck with him. Oh, okay. Whatever. Fine. Fair enough. So, impartiality. Self-reliance.
Yeah, that last one.
Be your own person.
I like that one. That's just grown man shit.
Grown man.
Look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Taking care. Just be a self-reliant, like having your own mind. That's so important, though. Like, I'm thinking about how important that is. Like, just moving around with your friends, like, not being that person that just, like, you remember being, I don't know if y'all remember being that, I remember being that person with my older cousins, like, just wait on them to bust a move, and I'll bust a move. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, bro, bust your moves, man. Yep. Get up out there if you getting up out there. Like, quit waiting on everybody. Like,
get up out there if you getting up out there.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, it definitely is better to work out with somebody, but if somebody's bullshitting, get up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nobody gets mad.
Yeah, no.
But what typically happens, and this is what I learned from creating the massive action movement in Cinnaburst, that was self-reliance. I read that 8 Pillars of Prosperity, and I'm going to just be self-reliant. I'm going to just do it. Yeah. And then what slowly happens is people start fucking with you because we just love somebody who's their own person. That's why I fuck with you.
We need it.
That's why I fuck with you. That's why all this shit you see before you is because decisions were made. Two men made a decision to be like, let's just make this podcast. Yeah. It's not like a special magical incantation we had to do. It's like, we doing this whole, let's start doing it.
Yeah. Bought everything we needed. Just
now we deep episodes in.
Yeah, we hours on, hours in.
Of content. And that's really what it comes down to. So those pillars, self-reliance, that's always been a huge one. I think if you're going out into the world and you can be self-reliant, this will put you ahead of everybody because a lot of people cannot do it. A lot of people can't hold these pillars. And I know and I'm not perfect with these. I'm getting better every day. Yeah. But as I get better with these pillars, I see that my life becomes better. And I revisit books like this because it teaches me how to build my house, my temple of prosperity. Yeah. And I want you to think about these things. If you have these moral principles, and they call them moral principles for a reason. Yeah. If you have these moral principles, nothing you can build will fail. No. And that's what I really want you to think about. Look deeper. Maybe your house, if a building falls, I'm not going to say society's wrong because that's why the building fell. I'm going to say maybe there's some structural weaknesses under that building.
That we didn't see.
And I need to think about it next time I build a building, that I build it with the right shit in place. Exactly. Because if you got all these pillars, if you got energy, if you're balancing yourself with economy, if you have integrity, if you build with systems, if you're sincere with people, if you have sympathy and understand how to see other people's perspectives, if you are impartial and are able to look at stuff without putting too much emotional bias on it, and you're self-reliant, how could you fail?
I came up from nothing, started from the bottom. I see it with a clear eye. So I hustle.
Mama's house, 2 penthouse, yeah.